One of the key categories of your personal raw materials that you'll need to assess when trying to build your personal brand is to determine what you're already good at doing. This group of traits or attributes includes what various authors and researchers refer to as competencies, strengths, talents, abilities, and/or skills. For simplicity purposes, I'll usually refer to these here as current strengths. Typically, these are the activities and tasks that you already do well. Now, there are debates as to the degree to which any particular ability is the result of nature versus nurture. In other words, are you strong because your parents are strong, or are you strong because you've done a lot of physical labor for the past 5 years? What we do know is that what you can do well will be a key component in developing your personal and professional brands and in marketing yourself to others. Now, there are several reasons why your current strengths are critical in marketing yourself. First, it's likely that these strengths didn't just happen by accident. Usually, you develop strengths in an area in which you already have a propensity for learning, and or an area in which you have a great deal of interest. When you're able to learn something easily, many scientists argue that this is either an inherent talent, that you have a natural ability to excel at a particular activity, or that you had early exposure to an environment that helped you to cultivate the ability to learn that task easily. As for strengths developed in areas that you have a great deal of interest, it's likely that because you have this interest, you'll keep growing in these strengths areas simply because you enjoy the process of enhancing these strengths. Regardless of why you have these strengths, the reason why your current strengths are so important is that they're typically what people will use to set you apart from others and thus make you more marketable. Unfortunately, most people don't take the time to do a regular and thorough assessment of their current strengths, which means that they don't really have the ability to fully use those strengths in planning their personal marketing strategy. There are a number of resources that you can use to assess your current strengths. In the section below, I'll list a set of websites that offer strengths assessments for free, well, free for your email in some cases. But to get you started right now, consider your answers to the following questions. What do you do well? What tasks or activities come to you easily? What training have you had that you've retained as skills? In this case, you might want to consider knowledge-based skills such as math or proofreading or the use of particular software programs, manual skills such as keyboarding or using tools, job-specific skills that pertain to a particular position or industry, and finally, transferable skills that you can take from job to job. Next question, in which areas in life do you typically excel? And finally, in which areas in life do you often receive praise from others? After answering these questions, go online and complete an online strengths assessment or two, and then get some feedback from your friends and relatives. Ask them for their perspectives on your current strengths. After doing all these assessments, your goal should be to be able to write down a list of between 5 and 10 current strengths in the form of skills, attributes, talents, and or abilities. But before you start, don't forget to watch the next video in this series, which covers assessing your potential strengths in addition to your current strengths. Thanks.